Hey fans, shriveled here to bring you this month's video review. Now what I'd like to do is talk to you about the PlayStation 4 launch and all of its games and the interfaces and everything, but I can't actually capture any video from it because Sony has yet to get its act together when it comes to HDCP. Good move there, Sony. Instead, what I'd like to do is talk to you about a new entry in one of my favorite multiplayer FPS games. That's right. This month we're investigating Battlefield 4.
Though Call of Duty had a recent release, which was a major flop by their standards by the way, Battlefield has always been my poison for casual multiplayer FPS gaming. Counter-Strike holds a special place in my heart, but when I don't want to think about how often I die, I find myself turning to Battlefield to get my fix.
What I really like about this series is it's simple yet robust gameplay. You see, with a game like Tribes, you have a whole bunch of people flying around through the air, and you have your rocket launcher, and you say, okay, well, this guy's coming around this way, so if he comes over here, and he comes down at this arc, then I can shoot it over there, but if he's actually going for that control point, then I should be shooting it over there, and it's too cerebral. The last thing that I'm looking for in my casual FPS game is a whole bunch of mental math. Whereas Call of Duty is on the other end of the spectrum, way oversimplifying things, because basically the entire game is get a gun, run out, kill a whole bunch of people, die, and then repeat that over and over and over again. In fact, the entire purpose of the game is to kill people better than they can kill you. And that gets boring after a while. Although it has a whole bunch of gun customization, Battlefield has that too. It actually strikes a really nice medium in between, you know, a whole bunch of skilled gameplay and a whole bunch of various ways to do things and, you know, this really oversimplified Call of Duty way. It sort of is in the same ballpark as Halo, in that, you know, you have a whole bunch of weapons, you have a whole bunch of vehicles that you can do, you can play maps however you want to. It's more customizable and more interesting than Call of Duty, but it's so much less math in the head than the Tribes. I guess, really, in short, the best way to say this is that Battlefield is less but more, and I know that doesn't make a lot of sense except for like in ads for buy two get one free, but let's just stick with that.
The combat in this game is crisper than ever through a deadly combination of excellent audio engineering and great response times. The result is a responsive experience that gets the gameplay out of your way. In addition, Battlefield has only ramped their over-the-top destructible meter to insanity mode, allowing you to blow up buildings, walls, streets, people, and all manner of environments except for water. I mean, just look what happens whenever you shoot a rocket at it. I mean, does that happen in real life? I've never shot a rocket. Maybe that's what happens in real life. I don't know. Anyway, I think this is one of the only games I played in which I can easily parachute into a hole I opened up in a building with an RPG and take out a whole bunch of enemies. I'd love to show you footage of that, but since I'm such a scrub, I've never actually done it. But some guy on the Battlefield commercial's done it, so let's see that! Awesome!
Two major game features making a return from Battlefield 3 are the use of Origin and the Battle Log. Yay! So you see, whenever you pull up Origin and you want to launch Battlefield 4, you double-click on the icon and the game should launch, right? Well, no, they decided to not do that. Instead, it takes you to a web page called the Battle Log. And inside the Battle Log, you can customize your character, you can look at your different loadouts, your achievements, you can browse some servers, you can look at, you know, different ways to play and everything. And, I mean, you know, these are all things that you could not do within the game. No, because that would make far too much sense. So instead, what you actually have to do is you have to find the game or server that you want to play. You press the button, and then it will load the game in the background. Oh, wait, no. Actually, what actually happens a lot of the time is that you try to press the button, and then it says, you need to download this browser extension, because it has an update. By the way, that browser extension, it doesn't update itself. So you're going to have to do that manually. All the time. A lot. It's not great. Not fun. So, anyway, once you get the browser extension installed, all of a sudden you refresh the page, okay, then you press the Play Now button, then the game launches. It doesn't actually come up, though, it's minimized while it connects to the game, I think, because actually, whenever it pulls itself up, you're still connecting to the game! Hey! Craziness, right? The neat little feature about doing all of this, though, is that if you want to switch servers, you actually have to close the entire game. Yeah, gotta just close it all out, and then whenever you find another server, you gotta open it all back up, because that saves Resources. Yeah. Yep. Sure do love the battle log. It's good.
The graphics for Battlefield are amazing, as you could probably tell. The only problem is the color schemes. Everything in the environment is a mix of black and blue or white. Though the vehicles sometimes have different colors, guess what has the same color scheme as the background? That's right, people. They're hard to see. I find myself often getting killed by people I'd never even noticed because they didn't stand out enough. I mean, either that, or because I suck. I mean, really, either's valid. So is this tragic story of modern gaming's poor color palette and browser extensions enough to ruin Battlefield?
Absolutely not. The responsive gameplay, the variety of vehicles and weapons, and different game modes to choose from really keep the game fresh. And although DICE really did make some regrettable decisions when it comes to server extensions and visuals, it still doesn't ruin the fact that this game is the most on point to date, and it delivers the best experience the series has ever seen. So, get it. It's awesome. This has been Jay Wellington Romanfeller bidding you a good evening of good gaming. Tired of this. Hiding from safe house to safe house, not talking to any of my friends, wondering who's watching me. This is a message to you, P-Rex. I'm ready to face you head on. One game, my choice. The stakes, if I win, you get out of my life for good. You crawl back into whatever hovel you came out of. If you win, I'll shut down the site. I'll be waiting.